First, I met the owner of the restaurant, and then I wanted to share my culture in Taichung. So I told her or asked her if I could cook Mexican food and make an event about tacos in Taichung, and then she agreed on that. So we did an event, and it was very successful. Many people came to the restaurant, and it was great. Like around 200 people came to eat the tacos. So we both agreed that people in Taichung needed to have more Mexican food. So she offered me to be also a partial owner of the restaurant. So I agree on doing that. So that's why I decided to stay in the pizza bar. Yeah. I love my culture. I love Mexico, and one of the ways I use to share my culture is by cooking. I love cooking, and I really love Mexican food. So I like to cook for people. I want them to try the food, the Mexican flavor, the Mexican food, and I like to share that. I can explain why I'm cooking this food and how did I learn to do that. It's also like some familiar things, with my family, they all like to cook. So yeah, using the food, I can share my culture to Taiwanese people. Well, I wanted to study Chinese when I was in my country because I thought learning Chinese was a good decision. So that's why I started researching about where could I learn Chinese. And my first option was China, to be honest. But then I did some more research about Taiwan. I have a friend who explained me how Taiwan is very friendly and beautiful. So that's how I came into contact with Taiwan. Yeah, I think everything is different from what I originally expected. Before coming to Taiwan, I thought that Taiwan was an undeveloped country. I thought that I was going to find like weird food and like weird people that didn't really understand Western culture, but it is completely different from what I expected. I came here and I realized that it's a very well developed country, that the food is great, people are very nice towards foreigners, I think, and yeah, so it's very different. Before, you have this expectation of thinking that the Chinese culture, the Taiwanese culture would be weird, because you don't really understand, because it's completely different from your culture. So in my country, we see like the food, like we think that people here eat insects or cockroaches or rats and stuff. And so I was expecting that before coming here. But when I got here, I realized that that's not true. That Taiwan is very different than China, for example, and that is actually very similar to the Western country. So yeah, it's very different from what I expected. Yeah. Well, I would say the fact that Taiwanese people are like family oriented. Taiwanese people really take family into consideration, and I really like that. In the Mexican culture also, we really like to be around family and to care about family and do all that. We are very family oriented as well. So I think I really love that about Taiwanese people, and I feel more connected to that part of the culture than other aspects. Yeah. The biggest gain for studying abroad, I will say that you have the chance to meet uh, many different people. Like you get to know other cultures and understand better where people are coming from. You can also, it helps you to open your mind. You know, like you're not stuck on the same way of thinking, but you grow and then you learn about other people and why do they do things and how do they do things and why and all that. And I think that's very good. So that's one of the gains, and also you get to make very good connections and also new friends. And I think that's one of the biggest gains you can get by studying abroad. Yeah. Yes, I'm still studying here, and yes, I will stay here for as long as I can. Well, now I have part of the restaurant, so I need to take care of the restaurant as well. And maybe in the future, like open a new restaurant where I can fully share the Mexican culture in a different way. So that's one of the decisions that has me staying here in Taiwan after graduation. Yeah. Yeah.